Welcome to Community Conversations. I am Queen Miss Ebony J, the host of the show, and you are listening and watching 1230 The Buzz Your Talk Station, 100.3 Sissy's R&B Station, and 101.1 The Wiz. I am super excited to be here today. If you've never listened to Community Conversations, this is where we come to make things happen. We're talking about the problems, but we're providing solutions. And today in the studio with me, I have the queen behind the organization. Nevertheless, Miss Doris Thomas. How are you doing, Queen?
I am always wonderful, and thank you for having me here.
Oh yes, I'm so glad to have you back. It's been a minute since we talked. How have you been?
All things are going well. Things are really developing and just progressing really well for the organization.
That's good. So just in case no one's not familiar with Nevertheless, tell us what you all do and who you all serve.
Okay, well, we are nonprofit, and we serve the community of young girls that are ages, actually grades 4 through 11, girls that are at risk, those that are underserved and underprivileged, girls, and any girl actually that has a willingness to want to change and to be better, to be her best self. We're there for her in this community.
And what's the age group you said?
Age 11, basically 11 up through 16.
Okay. What inspired you to start this organization?
Well, that's a funny story. I was sitting in church one Sunday, and the Holy Spirit spoke to my heart and said that there were girls out there that were hurting, that were abused, that were lost, that felt hopeless, didn't feel loved. And he wanted them to know that he sees them, that he hears them, that he is with them. He has not forgotten them. They are not alone, and that he loves them. And for me to let them know that, and that in his eyes, they are never the less, but always the more. I left out of church that day. There was a Nevertheless was born. The name was given to me. The mission was given to me. And we haven't stopped since that day.
Now, how many people do you have on your team? Because, oh my goodness, we know God has bigger goals than us, and he can just do it all, right? He gives us this vision, and then he wants us to bring it to pass. So what was it like for you with him telling you to do it? Yes, you were obedient, but how did you move forward to the next step?
Oh, to the next step, I just left out of there, told the vision to a couple of friends, and they believed it. And once they believed it, we just started working it. We didn't know what we were doing. We did not know what it looked like. We didn't know. But the Holy Spirit just led us through the whole process. When we were taking a wrong turn, he led us back correctly. And so we are doing well. We're totally legal, 501c3. We have a board of 12.
Yes.
We are stable in the community of Roselawn, and we're at the 7162 Reading Road on the 10th floor. We are doing wonderful. So I just feel like whatever God had for us, he is making it manifest.
So tell us about the programs that you all offer.
Oh, sure. We have a program it's called Kalua. And our Kalua program starts with the fourth through the 6th grade. And then there's another Kalua program from the 7th through the 8th for the 7th and 8th graders. And then we have a Jump Start, which is our 9th through the 11th grade girls. So each program that we have is intended to enhance upon the other. So in each of the programs, as they start off, they're learning life skills. They're learning everything from the foundations of social skills. We help them with their homework assignments. So they're mentored, they're tutored. We have peer-to-peer tutoring for them. We have a licensed psychologist on board here to listen to them if they have concerns. And so each program progresses higher into the next. And once they're into the Jumpstart program, then they can transfer over into our summer program, which is Camp Eve. And that's what we're totally excited about, because every other program has taught them communication skills, interpersonal skills, goal settings, career explorations, workplace etiquette, time management, job applications, and they've done mock interviews, they've done job applications. So they're ready. Now in Camp Eve, it is to put that application into practice and to build their business. So
I love it. So by the time they leave, they're able to decide, like, if they want to be an entrepreneur, what that really and truly looks like, and you take them through the steps to putting that business together.
absolutely, absolutely. Even in Camp Eve, which will start the 6th of June. In Camp Eve, it's all built on values,
Okay.
built around values. And so each week has a different value. I mean, if it's purpose, if it is, just being connected, cooperation, loving each other, whatever that value is. But we have we have someone coming in to speak to them about how to overcome their fears. A professional, and actually it's Miss Christy Dimitrakis is coming in. Yeah, if you know of her, she's going to come in and speak. We have Erica Lynn. She's going to come in and speak to them about their taxes, which is very important. Mm-hmm. They need to know that. We all know girls that are doing hair, that are doing nails, that are doing something. They're being entrepreneurial. But are they thinking long term? Are they thinking, what should I set aside for my taxes as I move forward? We don't want them to get into a bad habit of operating a business. So we have someone that's coming in that's going to teach them graphic design. They will do their logos. Someone to come in and speak to them about marketing and the strategies of that, and advertising, how to do that. Who is your target audience? How do you reach them? So it's a wonderful camp. Outstanding. I would like to attend.
I know, right? Like, what was this at when I was a kid? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the programming, what makes you eligible to be able to be a part of it?
The want to come. Just the want to come. The want, yeah. So
as long as you want to come.
As long as you want to come, and you are wanting that change and you want that commitment, then please do. We don't turn a child away. We have a program also that is called Never Again. And that program is for girls that have had some trouble with the courts, that are referred to us by the juvenile correction system, girls that have been suspended from school, that have all types of disciplinary issues, and maybe have to take their classes virtually. So we have a program, and that is called, like I said, it's called Never Again. We take those girls in and they transition into leveling up to the Kalua, where they can now sit in with the others, and and they just transition. They're beautiful girls. There's nothing wrong with those girls, but they need to learn more about themselves. How to be more centered, how to be more disciplined, and what they really want, and make school a priority, make learning a real interest in getting ahead, so it's transitional.
Ms. Doris, what made you all shift the program and have that, side of it to help those who weren't ready to participate? Was there anything that happened that made you all shift it over, or was this just something that came up as you all were creating the programs?
Well, I was going to the juvenile detention center through our church, and the pod I was going on was for girls, and that I understood. The girls there, many of them with the issues that they had, they weren't bad girls. they weren't well trained. They
Right.
didn't have the love, and they were probably raised by someone who didn't have the training that they did the best that they could do. So
Mhm.
when the government says no child left behind, I believe that. I believe no child should be left behind. And
At
when the
all.
Holy Spirit says, there are those that are hurting, there are those that are lost, I know that He's talking about them. So the girls that are in school that are coming from stable homes, yes, you're welcome here. But the others who don't have that, we have your back too. So there is no child left behind when it comes to Nevertheless.
I love it because we cannot leave our babies behind, but we have to make sure they are equipped. And
Yes.
I love that part because working in the schools, you see they came up with that No Child Left Behind, but that just let all our kids slide on through, whether they
Right.
had what they needed or not. And then they do become an adult and they don't
Mhm.
understand conflict management. They don't
Right.
understand how to find resources, how to talk correctly. And so your program is helping them make sure they have those fundamentals before they even go and sit with the other ladies
Girls.
who've already been through the other programming.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I like that. So it really doesn't matter what time you enter in to it or what age group you decide to join, nevertheless, regardless, when you get there, you're going to make sure you have everything you need for when you leave.
Yes. Yes, our program is year round. It goes circle year round.
Now, if you just tuned in, I'm here talking with Ms. Doris Thomas, who is the queen behind Nevertheless, which is a nonprofit organization that provides resources and services for young girls in Roseline area. This is Community Conversations, where we're always talking about nonprofits and the great things they're doing in the community and how they're providing resources and help to our community. You're listening to 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.1 The Wiz and 100.3. I am Queen Miss Ebony J, and I just want to ask you this, Miss Doris, because I interview so many mentorship program or after school programs or summer program all the time. So I know my listeners are like, here's another program. But I want them to know that this is not just another program. This is the program. What makes your program different from all the others?
Okay. I believe the Nevertheless is going to be, if it isn't already, one of the premier after school programs here in Cincinnati. So if you're listening, Cincinnati, understand, if you want your daughter changed, if you want your daughter to be that lady, if you want your daughter to excel and to be all that she can be, and not to say, I am not saying that she cannot be that from all of the other programs, because there are some outstandingly beautiful, great programs out there that I applaud and I support. But I am saying through Nevertheless, ours is generational. The girls that come here to us, they come back to us. They know that once they are entered into Nevertheless, they are always Nevertheless. It is a sorority. It is a family. It is a place where these girls feel secure, where they feel safe, warm, welcomed, and know that they can come at any point in time. They can come and get mental help. They can come and get spiritual help. They can come and be mentored. They can come be tutored. They can come and get the resources they need for job training. They can come to sit and just chat with their friends. They can come knowing that there's a place where there's always going to be something going on for them. And we are here for them, and not just for them, but for their families. If there's something going on with their families, be that a death, be that a tragedy through COVID, through whatever it is, they know that they can come to us. And if we can help in any way, we are there for them. So I can't say that others don't do that, but I can tell you, Cincinnati, we do.
It's like family there, and that's what it's truly about, an extended family, a place where you can go where it's safe, no matter what questions you have, no matter what you need.
Right.
These people are going to love you unconditionally and give you advice that's going to help you, not hurt you. And like she said, it's no shade to the other programs, but they know, like, if you want some certainty, that's what's happening over at Nevertheless.
Yeah.
I want to ask you this, Queen. How long have you all been around?
Since 2011.
So what has it been like watching the program grow?
Oh my gosh. It has even surprised us. We, I tell you, God is so good and so gracious, and His mercy is just everlasting. I tell you,
Yes.
it is. When we first started, we probably started out with a group of, well, we started out in my basement. We had no girls. We moved to the Bond Hill area, and that's where we collected a series of girls. And the girls that we have in Bond Hill, we still have those girls coming back to us. Actually, we're having a reunion of every girl who has been a part of Nevertheless.
What?
Yeah, and they suggested the reunion. So to have them to say, you know, Miss Doris, we want to come back. We want to see the progress of where you are now, because their pictures are on our walls. And, you know, to put them back and to hear about the stories of with their babies, and to hear about their college experiences, and where they're working and what they're doing, you know, oh, that's awesome. So just to watch that is like watching your own children grow up,
Yeah.
you know, and come home, you know, visiting. So it is just a beautiful circle of life to see for us.
Very rewarding. As an educator, I don't have any kids, but as an educator and watching them graduate, and you watch them coming in that first year as a freshman, or watching them come in on that first day of school as a graduation.
Yeah.
It's quite rewarding at the end, because you
It
push
is.
that baby out. Okay?
Yes.
If there was one thought that you had or you wanted to leave the community with, what would that be?
That you are not, I'll speak to the mother or to the guardians. You're not alone. You know, there's a resource here for you. There's a resource here to help you, help your daughter, help your granddaughter, help your niece. We are here for you. Use us. We want to see your children. We want to see that change. We want to see you satisfied and knowing that you've done your very best, and that there's someone here to help. And our arms are open, our doors are open, our hearts are open. So just come to us, give us a call, check us out on our website, you know, and use what's here.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming by and talking with us. When is the last day to register for the camp for the summer?
They better come right now. So it starts on the 6th, but we will take them through the week of the 6th. So we're going to close it out after that.
All righty. So you might want to head on over. Is it nevertheless.com?
It is neverthelessinc.com.
Okay. Make sure you head on over there. And you're on Instagram and Facebook too, right?
Yes. Don't ask me about those things.
Just type in Nevertheless, okay?
Yeah, but it is Nevertheless Motivational Inc. So Nevertheless Inc. Motivational, or whatever it is for the Facebook. You check us out. You tell them what it is. Ebony, you know. So.
Okay, I'll make sure I check it out and put that link for you all on the website. Thank you again, Miss Doris, for stopping by. I appreciate you.
All right, thank you for having me. You know, so remember, Cincinnati, this is a place for your daughters. Okay.
Nevertheless.
Nevertheless.
I'm Queen Miss Ebony J. Thank you all so much for listening. 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.1 The Wiz, and 100.3 Cincy's R&B station. We'll be back with more community conversations after these messages.